Everybody, welcome to Couch Co-op. I'm Ian, and tonight on the couch we got Dave and Aaron this week, but no Jared.
Oh man, but it's good to hear everybody again.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? You guys having a rough go? It sounds like.
No, it's just ready for life to return to something somewhat normal. Yeah.
It's never going back.
Yeah.
It's always gonna
Not
be
back
a new beginning. Well, Jared's not here because it's his 7th wedding anniversary today.
Man, it was that long ago.
Reason.
It doesn't seem like 7 years ago we were involved in that debacle.
Breaking out the copper and the wool and getting it on. I have no idea.
He'll find something to use with it.
I have no idea what they're doing. Probably going crazy, stir crazy.
Like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's all good though.
Well then, did you guys play any video games since? I mean, it's been a couple weeks since we've heard from you guys.
I wasn't on last week, I played a couple of video games.
A couple?
In between. Yeah. Been playing myself some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I can't remember whether I talked about that.
I don't think so.
The last one.
No.
I'm about 10 hours in now, and I think I got over the hump. We discussed it previously between ourselves, Ian and I. Like, does the combat system on this game get any better? Because I was having a real hard time. But I seem to have got to about level 12, and it's become not quite as brutal.
Right. So you got past it.
Good.
Yeah, it seemed about level 9. You would be fighting someone who was also level 9, and it was really hard to win.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm like level 12, I think, or 13, and I was fighting someone who was level 14, and it was difficult, but it wasn't like impossible.
It helps once you get some abilities too.
Yeah. Yes. You recommended the shield removing ability where you basically pull the guy's shield off and hit him with it. That helped an awful lot once they didn't have shields to block my stabbing thrusting motions. But
it's always fun with the stabbing and thrusting motion.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm about 10 hours into that game.
You only have a lifetime more.
No, I know. It's kind of like nothing much has happened. I uncovered the kind of secret web of people,
right?
You know, that's. But I haven't done anything with them yet because there's like most of those missions tend to be like go up to about level 40, I think.
Yeah, and that map is pretty daunting.
It is a large map. It does a reasonably good job though of making it like reasonable to get around.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
But it's an enjoyable game. I'm enjoying it. I'll probably be hacking away at it for the next couple of months.
Cool. At least.
Hey.
Yep. Yeah, because you said it took you 60 hours to get to where you got to, didn't it?
I think 50, 60 to beat, 80 to platinum, and then I spent another. I mean, I've spent like 100 and some odd hours in it. So. Yeah, fun game. Worth the money.
Sounds like it.
You are, yeah, you definitely can't complain. It is like GTA 5 levels of content, if not more.
Yeah.
In fact, more, because there's so many optional quests going on. It's like, it's pretty ridiculous, but good game. I'm enjoying it so far. I probably will beat it, and I may platinum it because it may suck me in, but
Yeah, towards the end, you really start to get a rhythm, and you're super powerful, and then it just becomes, why not platinum this game? Because it's just a lot of fun
Yeah.
to just destroy everybody.
Yeah, I could see that. That's kind of like a lot of those games, like the Far Cry games. I usually end up platinum those because of the same.
I mean, it's basically Far Cry
Same
except
reason.
third person, you know?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of fun. Enjoying it. How about you, Aaron? What have you been playing?
Well, on Friday I went over to see Ian, and he's let me borrow Astral Chain for the Switch. And that game is actually really fun. But I learned something after yesterday starting it up. I can only play a game for like an hour at a time because I don't know what's going on. My eyes are just like, holy shit. To me, it was a lot of colors and
Just so drunk.
flashy lights.
Just drinking too
I
much.
wasn't even drunk. I didn't even have a drink yesterday for some reason. I don't know what happened, but
I remember
It was
watching Ian
just-
play that, and it was like, yeah, it was.
It's pretty crazy.
Hatsumi
Yeah,
Miku levels of craziness going on.
Lots of neon.
yeah, lots and lots of neon. I feel like the only way I can really play that game, like without having issues, is put it in the dock station and start playing it that way. I feel like the only way I'll be able to play it longer than an hour because that game is fun. But holy shit, if you play for too long, it just, whew.
I was only
But it's
playing
fun,
it.
though.
I was playing it in like 2 hour spurts for the most part, and then at the end, I just like said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna play the entire thing." But yeah,
Yeah.
it gets kind of be a bit much, and then you can get very disorientated because you're controlling two different characters, so it's kind of weird. The combat system, it's just a weird, different type of
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I think right now I'm just only learning. Oh yeah, the Legion. That's right, the Blade Legion or whatever legions you can collect. Yeah, that game. It's fun though. I mean,
It's
it'd
very
be great
Japanese.
to play a very. But I like those type of things for some reason. I don't actually. I do know why they're fun to me, but it's very Japanese. Over the top crazy going on, and just like over the top summonings sometimes, and just bad shit. But it's fun.
Speaking of
I
Japanese,
definitely.
oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, it's definitely something I'm gonna probably pop on later on after this, after I eat, because I think I need to play that on more of a full stomach.
Well, speaking of Japanese
That's fine.
games, Dave beat a very popular Japanese game.
Yeah, I beat 2 of my games of shame since I was last on the podcast.
Oh, that's right, 2 of them.
Oh wow! Wait, which
Yeah.
game's a shame?
Well, there were 5 games of shame that I haven't played.
Yeah.
One of them was Super Mario Galaxy 2, which I didn't beat because I haven't played it yet.
It's okay. I haven't either. Don't feel bad.
It's actually sat on my desk right now, but Ian's talking about it was kind of not planned by both of us, but we both ended up playing it about the same time. Metal Gear Solid, the original one.
Oh,
Well, Dave started a bit
Wow.
earlier than me.
yeah.
Yeah, but I think it took me 9 hours or something to beat it.
Nice.
And it's the one game I got a PlayStation, one of those little PlayStation Classic consoles a while
nice.
back. And
Yeah, you mentioned that before.
it was fun. I really enjoyed the game. I really liked the story. Even the graphics, I really began to enjoy them after a while, even though they were little kind of PlayStation 1 ropey at places.
Right.
I don't know what he was thinking with the like shaky cam stuff that he does in some of the cutscenes, because it's like it can obviously do it because the Metal Gear scenes are really impressive, and I really like that thing moving around and all the rest of it and the cutscenes. But he does this like, and not just when like Psycho Mantis is using his powers or something like that, but he does it in like random places and it's kind of distracting. But that was like my minor fault for the game.
The minorest of faults.
Oh, and the other minor fault is if you play it on one of those PlayStation Classic Minis, it doesn't have the analog controls, which makes it really difficult to sneak up behind people and break their necks.
I'm surprised they didn't add that in there with the classic, the little tiny thing. You think they would have at least.
I don't know, but it was just like, you'd sneak up or you try and sneak up, and it was pretty hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
It's like on or off, basically.
So I'm only about an hour in to but I'm playing Metal Gear Solid. Oh, it's reversed. Twin Snakes. I didn't realize it was reversed.
What?
I guess it does make sense. The window. Oh well. The it's weird because it takes the controls from Metal Gear Solid 2 and puts them in Metal Gear Solid 1. So, I can knock people out and put them in lockers. I can shoot in first person.
Oh, yeah, that would have been useful for some of it.
It totally would have been.
And then I guess those are the main kind of changes.
Yeah, because it's weird. You can shoot in first person if you're using the sniper rifle or the Stinger missiles.
Right. No, this is
and
like full
you can
on.
go into first person for the Nicker missiles or whatever they are, and it's just like
just limitations of the PlayStation, I guess.
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
So then the other changes is Hideo Kojima didn't direct the cutscenes. He had this other guy use his kind of style to direct them, and so they're a little bit different than the original. But I don't have a real super clear memory of the original game right now, so I'm going through this and like, this seems different, but maybe it's not. It does look a lot better. I mean, it looks like Metal Gear Solid 2 level.
Yeah, I looked at a few videos of it, and it was like, wow, that does look a lot better than Metal Gear Solid 1.
It works pretty well with the GameCube controller. It's a little weird because there's not a select button, so to get to your
codec
thing, you have to press start and A at the same time. It's kind of
weird.
weird.
That doesn't sound very good.
But and I'm not used to the GameCube controller. It feels, I don't know. It's interesting.
It's so weird.
It's weird to me.
I remember playing. Oh no, it's totally a strange one. I've played that with my friends back in the day, and that was the strangest controller I've ever played with.
I was gonna stream it all day Sunday and get a good chunk of it done, but I was just it's hot and I was just so lazy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't want to do anything except sit here. So.
Oh yeah.
It didn't happen.
Yep. I know that feeling.
Mm-hmm. The
other thing I noticed was like just how small the original PlayStation controllers feel compared to like even the PlayStation 1 controllers with the analog sticks feel a lot bigger.
Because there's more there, yeah.
Yeah, they feel quite delicate.
Well, they didn't have the rumble in them either, right? The DualShock stuff.
No, they don't have the rumble and they don't have the analog, so it's kind of
tiny and delicate.
Yeah.
Well, they really made the PS4 controller bigger. I mean, even compared to the PS3 controller, the PS4 controller is like really for an adult.
Also, it's comfortable too. Like I could play on that.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. I was just saying they're comfortable. Like you can play on that thing for a long time if you really want to, just depending on how you are feeling that day, or just
That's the other thing with the GameCube controller. It's just kind of tiny for my hands. It's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how far are you into it, Ian?
Oh, I'm not that far. Let's see. The Anderson died, and I got met Meryl and got in the big shootout. So I'm just like I'm right there. I'm really at the beginning.
Yeah, it's fun though. There was the only bit I wasn't too keen on was it took me ages to find that the PAL card when it gets knocked out of your hands at the end.
I vaguely remember that. I'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. For those listening, you have to use the metal the mine detector, because even though it doesn't say, it also detects metal, and it helps you detect it.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't show up, it doesn't show up on the map or anything other than I don't even think you can randomly walk over it. But
is that after the Metal Gear battle?
No, that's before, because it's the card that you need to. I'm sure I'm not spoiling it, but basically room temperature, cold, and then hot.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So
what was your other game of shame?
Portal 2. Yeah,
That game actually looked really fun.
That game was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the puzzles. I enjoyed that it kind of took it outside the puzzles, and I think I only ended up getting stuck at one bit. But the rest.
Did you like how Gladius was being a smart ass throughout the entire thing? Because
yes.
if I remember,
I like that she was a potato.
That's right.
And then at the end, she's like, "I'll just take the easy way out. I've tried killing you, but that was too much trouble."
And what did you think? What did you think of the final ending? Like that last puzzle, kind of.
It was pretty cool. I actually managed to figure. It didn't take me much to figure out the last boss battle, especially like the bit that kills him. I was quite surprised. I must have been. I think because I played it pretty quickly, my mind was in that, way of thinking.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, that's white. I bet I can do a portal on it.
Where do you stand on it then versus the original? Now that you've played it.
It's a longer game. The puzzles are cool, and I really like the expanded mechanics of the white paint and the slow and fast like surfaces, bouncy surfaces, that kind of stuff. I like the first game better because GLaDOS is just like she's just mean in that first game.
Right.
Totally is.
And that final battle. But I just like the kind of both of them. I like the decayed grandeur of the setting and the writing, and they're just both very good games.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah, no objections here. That game was fun when I played it, but first one I didn't get around to playing the second one. I need to play that one.
Oh,
I know.
They've never remastered those either for the consoles.
I am surprised. That it does strike me as a game series that any other company would have probably milked a lot more out of it by now.
Oh, they totally would have.
I think Portal 2, there's the whole cooperative co-op puzzle solving that obviously I've never done.
Oh, it's super fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine that would be an interesting experience. But yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't been released on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Because it seems like a pretty easy port, and
there was a rumor,
good-looking game.
What was it? Towards the end of last week, or that the rumor is Mass Effect trilogy is gonna get remastered.
Yes.
They're gonna fix.
Test the waters. Are people into Mass Effect again? Can we make another game?
I feel like people play the trilogy remaster, but Andromeda, no. Like they'll play up to 3 and then go, whatever, and then stop after that.
But yeah, that's out there. But yeah, I've always been surprised that Portal never got really milked much.
Yeah, you'd think they would have.
Like a game that would be ripe for DLC as well, because it does it pretty well in the chapter.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Even if it was just more co-op missions or something.
Yeah, just more. Even if it was just a free chapter 30 puzzle kind of. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure they could.
That game.
It'd be a good 2-pack. You just get both games on one disc. It'd probably be a pretty simple package to put together. I don't know.
That should be next month's free game. That should be next month's free game set for PlayStation. Because this month, whew.
What are you talking about? You don't like Farming Simulator and Sims, basically SimCity, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like I played Goat Simulator. I played enough simulator games.
I feel like this month's selection was very weak.
Yeah, it's very weird. I did play though. I have played about an hour of Farming Simulator.
What were you farming?
You get a lot of. It depends on what you choose. I choose like the easy tutorial beginning, and so they give you a decent plot of land with some wheat and some different things growing, and you basically just have all these vehicles at your disposal, and you can drive around like it's an open world, and you hook up your tractor and you up to the combine, and you harvest the wheat, and then you
So,
take your
really important question.
yeah.
Can you customize your character in
You
the
can.
bikini and
So I'm
wheels?
I'm a girl. No, you can't do that. You can do some very basic. You can do some very basic
Oh
customizations.
goodness.
So I am a female farmer, and I bought a pink truck.
Inappropriate farming gear.
Inappropriate farmer. But there's none of that. It doesn't do it. But it's kind of interesting. I don't know. It's like really, if you think about it, it's any other game that says go out here and fetch this and deliver it here. It's like
Yeah.
all
Right.
the game. It's like really.
Just resource management.
Yeah, it's really the basic. It's like, yeah, open world. There's traffic on the roads. So you can drive your tractor on the road to deliver wheat, and you got to make sure you don't run into stuff. And it's all very interesting. I mean, I don't think I deleted it. I might play a little more of it, but it's
I don't know.
it's
That
not
long
that
is it?
bad, guys. I mean, it's not that great either. But
I must admit, it is a game that I kind of want to play just because they've made so many of them, and someone must be buying them, and they seem really
Yeah.
popular.
it's only about 6 gigs. It's a small. I mean, it's not a super resource heavy game either. The SimCity
goodness.
clone game, I'm probably not going to try. City Skylines or whatever, I probably won't bother
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, neither am I. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they gave 2 of those kind of management games
Yeah.
at the same month, because
I
they
mean, what
usually try and
last?
do an action game or do 2 different types of game.
Yeah, I was gonna say last month was polar opposite games. Like what? It was Uncharted 4 and
Dirt.
Like
was
Dirt.
it?
yeah, Dirt, and then this month it's 2
Well, it wasn't
whatever
Dirt.
management games.
Well, yeah, it was Dirt 2.0, yeah.
It's Dirt 2.0. Yeah.
I really wanted to like Dirt 2.0, but I just couldn't get into it.
Dude, I was
Oh.
watching some pro, like, actual rally racers drive it in that game with, like, the full setup, and it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's like, what? You can do that? Oh, it's crazy. I recommend
I mean, it's a
checking it
great
out.
game for that, but it's just I just couldn't get into it with the controller, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
weird
tough.
because I used to really enjoy Colin McRae's back in the day, which is essentially its predecessor.
It's a difficult game.
Yeah,
It's a
it
pretty
is
hard
hard.
game.
I feel like with most games like that, you have to have the full setup up and running. Otherwise, it's just not.
I mean, they got the
enjoyable.
that air e-brake thing going on, and they got all that stuff, and it's just like, what? It's just nuts.
Oh, jeez.
And they go fast. It's like, how can you? I could not do that.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
else you guys been
speaking of
playing?
going-
Oh, what?
Speaking of going fast, our little gambler rig, my wife took it for a ride earlier.
Oh yeah. How'd that go?
Yeah, it
Nice.
made noises I've not heard before.
Oh really? That good, huh?
Well, I think I need to look at the passenger side front suspension because it made an awful creak when we went round when we went round one of the corners really fast.
Nice.
But
But the
But,
clutch is good.
yeah, the clutch
Sounds like
was
a
good,
CD
and
to an issue.
everything else was pretty decent. So
Nice. Nice.
anyway, little
It's
side
going along
sidebar.
well.
A little side rally note. You guys playing anything else?
Uh,
Aaron's not
Uh,
playing Doom.
I'm.
You weren't
no,
playing when I
I'm-
talked to you last. It's been a while.
I'm gonna hook up my Wii and play some Super Mario Galaxy. I think.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think they get. So I've only got I think 5 games in my list right now. It's like Mad
Oh.
Worlds,
Aaron
Super
dropped out.
Mario Galaxy 2, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And,
I don't know what happened there.
I know you dropped out.
Yeah.
And then Mutant Year Zero and Wolfenstein.
I have a lot of games, and I bought a bunch of. I mean, I don't know. I've bought a lot of random stuff. I bought a Gundam Versus, so I've been playing a bunch of Gundam Versus. I don't know
Oh,
why.
yeah.
Why not? I thought, oh, it's cheap. I'll try this, and I've been playing that. It's fun. I don't know if I'd really recommend it unless you were like into checking out Gundam stuff or into Gundam stuff, but for some reason I was like, I'm really curious about this, so I'll play it.
Yeah.
I bought a
If you
bunch
asked
of.
me 10 years ago, I probably would have.
Oh really? I bought a bunch of
Probably.
cheap games to just platinum. So I
Yeah,
platinumed
what's
a
with
bunch.
you and the sudden influx of platinum trophies?
I've just been
We-
platinuming games.
Were you just jealous of my me having the highest platinum trophy score for a while?
Actually, you did, and you and Jared are tied.
True,
Oh,
but it wasn't you. Is the important thing.
No, I was just like, oh, all these like little games are easy to platinum and they're on sale, so I'll just buy a bunch and then just get a bunch of platinums. So that's what I did.
so basically it's...
And they're
Yeah, I
actually all
got-
fun
Really
games for the
playing
most
platinum?
part. They're all pretty fun games. They're just, you know.
They're just short, yeah.
No, if you noticed, I only beat one of them. They don't require you to beat them. They just require you to do certain things in them.
Ah,
So platinuming doesn't mean I beat them. Yeah. In fact, the one I did beat in there, the Hoagie 2, I beat that on kids mode. So, but that's one of the trophies.
Kids mode?
One of the trophies is to play through like 20 levels and then play through whole 20 levels on kid mode, and then the 20 on the kid mode that beats the game. So
nice.
that's the only reason that's there. And it's a fun game. It's stupid. It's mind-numbing, little puzzles and stuff. And I said, fuck it. $2, $3, yeah, platinum it.
I
So-
don't know.
Anyway, so that's that. But then what else have I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I have so many games, but there's no way I'm ever gonna. I don't know. I'm just out of. I'm not in focus right now. I'm not focusing. It's nothing that really has my focus. I'm trying to get focused with Metal Gear Solid here, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, I only finished that this morning, so I haven't gone on to the next one yet. Or my next game that I'm
Yeah.
gonna go.
You know, I'm just waiting. Like, I guess really I'm waiting for like Ghost of Tsushima probably.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk's not until September, but yeah.
It's a ways away.
That'll be here before you know it, though. It's already like almost middle of May, isn't it? So
Yeah, I mean, they got
Yeah.
Last of Us in June, and then Ghost is in July, I believe. So, yeah, it's coming. But I think that's
I'll
what I'm
wait
doing.
till
I'm just kind of waiting.
July.
yeah, played some more XCOM.
XCOM.
Still awesome. I really like how kind of compact the maps are, and how it's like a series of levels. So you enter a building, and you've got like the first room or two to clear. Then you go into another room or a couple of rooms, clear those, and so on and so forth. But a lot of fun.
Would it be a good mobile game? Didn't you play the first XCOM
It
on
would.
iPad or something? I don't know.
No, it was available on iPad, and yes, it would make a fantastic mobile game actually, because the way you could break down the structure, it would fit perfectly for that kind of like 5 minute spur kind of. Or I'll just do a quick round.
Right. Cool.
Definitely worth $10.
Cool. Is it?
Yeah,
I mean, how many hours do you think you spent on it?
Oh, probably 4 or 5 maybe now.
Because what is it, like a 20-hour game maybe?
Yeah. I'm not that far into it. I tend to just do like one mission, and then like at least this last week I've also I since I got that PlayStation Mini set up, I've been spending more time on Metal Gear, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So I need to listen back to that podcast and remember what my other games are shown were.
Well, that's
But
most of them, isn't it?
I got 3 out of 5.
Oh,
yeah, that's...
well, no, because you were doing the Dead Rising stuff. You didn't want to do
Yes.
that. You decided not to do that.
Yeah, I played the first one, and it's like I played it probably for about 3 hours, and then I was just like, man, it's just not really holding my interest. A bit too unfocused.
No, I don't know what that fifth one would have been.
Yeah.
Portal, Mario, Metal Gear, Dead Rising.
Oh, Zelda.
Oh,
You
Zelda.
ain't getting me playing Zelda.
Breath of the Wild.
Any Zelda?
Any Zelda. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to get into the newer ones, just get a Switch.
Wait,
Yeah.
was that an episode that Aaron wasn't on?
probably. I think I was in Vegas.
Yes, I think so.
Either Vegas or Seattle. I can't remember which.
No, I think it was your Vegas trip.
No,
Oh,
well
I think
worth
you're
a
right.
listen to that episode anyway, just to get some. If you're looking for some good games to play in quarantine, it's a good exercise to think about like what game series you haven't played or.
Well, I was just curious if Aaron had a couple games that you have just never played that are like awesome games. If you could think of a couple.
Have you played Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2?
I played a smidge of them back in the day when they were first on the PlayStation, but not so much. I did play Zelda. I did beat one of the Zelda games, the most popular one for the Nintendo 64, the Ocarina of Time. And
he did say he didn't
Mario...
play Portal 2 though. He hadn't played Portal 2.
I did. I have not played Portal 2.
So there's one.
Yeah,
that isn't on the Switch. That seems like a great. They would make a great Switch game.
Yeah, that would.
That'd be a fantastic one. And it wouldn't give you the spins.
I don't know. There's sometimes when you put those portals just right, it is kind of confusing.
It can be. Or if you get yourself in a loop and you're just like.
Yes.
Oh. I would hope not. Yeah, I remember that from first Portal I played when I had an Xbox. Holy cow. Headache Central. But I didn't really put myself in one of those loops too often, so. But, I think that's the only one I didn't play the Game of Shame for that one, the Portal 2.
The last Mario game you played?
Let's see. I want to say Super Mario Sunshine. I did play, and then I did play Galaxy a little bit.
But did you play Galaxy 2?
No, I did not play Galaxy 2 because I did not own a GameCube. I owned a Wii, but I think I didn't look back after Galaxy 1. Oh, no, I did play Mario Kart, but that doesn't count. That's Mario Kart. There's no beat in that game.
Aaron used to play a lot of games.
Animal Crossing?
No.
He's not. That's Jared.
No. Jared.
And Bryn. I bought it for Bryn, so Bryn's been playing it.
Yeah, Yeah.
Robin would probably love this game, Dave.
You also probably love a Switch as well. I'd have to buy one first.
So much more. You can't buy them anywhere, so.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Well, can't you buy the little portable ones, like the $200 one? One that
the lights are even impossible to
I
find.
went to the store the other day to do my shop, and there were two guys meeting in the car park, obviously doing a handoff on one of them.
Yeah, they were.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like this was like lunchtime or something, and they were just like, one guy had a Switch in the box, and the other guy was, had a
giving the handoff,
handful of money. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was like, how much more you paid for that than it was?
Oh, I know, right? Because like online, they're like going for like $400 to $600. Like what?
I've never understood that. Like, I understand when they're brand new and they've just come out, but it's crazy.
Confusing.
Yeah.
Well,
although I suppose it's cheap compared to the quiet you get from it if you're working from home.
True.
Bryn's been playing the shit out of it, so I was afraid that she wasn't going to play it, so thankfully she's been playing it.
Yeah, I think when I visited over, she was trying to get me to buy that game too. She was like, "You should buy it and play." I'm like, "I don't want to."
And Jared still plays it, so I mean, everyone is playing it. Really, it's the zeitgeist game.
Yep, the game at the moment, the game that all the cool kids are playing, apart from us.
Any other video game stuff, guys?
Not really.
I can't think of anything.
I mean, I don't really have much to talk about. I just haven't really. I pick up a controller and I like scroll through my games and I'm like, I don't want to play.
Yeah, I'm actually working through most of my backlog. I was quite surprised, to be quite honest.
That's good.
I might have a couple. There's a couple of. I was looking on my shelf and I noticed I've got the original Tomb Raider for the PlayStation. That could be that might be fun, but it could be really rough as well.
Totally rough.
because it's like 1996 or whenever it is. It's like really really early. And then Syndicate Wars I haven't played for years. That probably hasn't aged well either. And then I've got
Well, you bought all those extra XCOM games too.
oh yeah, I've been playing those a little. That was a lot of fun.
How do those age?
Really well, actually. You can see the evolution. There's one. The only complaint I've got about the first game, and I've forgotten about this, is you have what are called time units, which is how much stuff you can do in a walking one square costs like some time units and firing and all the rest of it. Well, they have like some little pre-selectors that you can choose, so you click on it and it'll save enough time to, instead of Overwatch, it saves enough time units to do whatever that action is, whether it's a snapshot or a couple of shots or an aimed shot. But the trouble is, every turn it resets it back to not saving any time units, and you forget about it and use up all your time. So you move the guy and you move him as far as he'll go, and then he gets blasted by an alien because you've got no
where to go.
Yeah, but other than that, actually, it is really good.
Cool.
I mean, the graphics are about what you'd expect. It's like the cutscenes actually remind me a lot of the codec from Metal Gear.
Well, because they're PC games, can you do any kind of like just max them out on settings, or do they do anything like that?
Not on this one, because it's more like isometric 3D, so it's not. There's no graphical settings that are really, because there's not much movement.
Right.
It's all kind of like turn-based. So the animation, it's all like quite small sprites, and they only animate one at a time, and so there's no like ray tracing or any of that good stuff that we're all used to nowadays.
Gotcha.
But
cool.
Hence why it runs on the Commodore Amiga as well.
Well, if we have any couch co-optionals, let's hear them.
I actually don't. I'm trying to think if I watched.
Have I read anything?
I've watched a couple of movies that were, but none of them were that great.
Yeah, actually, I'm there too. I'm with you on movies that are not great.
I did watch Battle Los Angeles.
Oh, I've seen that. That's interesting.
I enjoyed it. It wasn't. I watched that, and then I watched Live, Die, Repeat, the Tom Cruise one.
Oh, that was good.
That was good. That was fun, actually. And
have you seen that before?
Yeah, I had.
Okay.
But Ellen hadn't. She really enjoyed it. And then my daughter, because I was watching through it, she's like, "Which alien movie is this that you're watching now?"
Nice.
But that's pretty much just watching dribs and drabs, really, but nothing that's really spoke to me. I want to watch that Rambo movie.
So let me talk about that really quick.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it, but watch it. First of all, it does violent stuff really fun and cool, like you would expect a Rambo movie to be. I just think tonally, it's like so weird and so paranoia, current Trump paranoia America, and it's I don't even think that character is Rambo in this movie. It could be, I don't know, it doesn't fit for me. So I was just kind of like,
what the narrative of him.
It just doesn't fit for me. It just seems weird, and you'll see. Maybe you'll disagree, but I just I don't know. I did watch it all the way through, and so it's not like an awful movie. I just don't think it fits. It should have been called something else, and I don't know. That's for yeah. I think that's what it didn't do very well in the theaters. It's free on Amazon right now, so check it out. The one thing I do want to recommend is there's a lot of car restoration shows on Netflix. The Rust Valley Restores just dropped their season 2 last Friday, and I really dig that show. There are a bunch of weirdo guys up in Canada and they restore cars. A really weird thing though, the season kind of ends. It's only 6 episodes, and it ends, and there's some stuff. So hopefully there's like another part of the season, or maybe they just release stuff because of COVID. I don't know, but it just kind of left me hanging, and I was like, okay. So while I really like it, I was kind of like bummed that it didn't keep going when it should have.
To watch that, because part of the problem I'm having right now is with my daughter not being at school, she's up a lot later, so I can't,
watch certain things.
Yeah. So
know.
it's like, can't really watch anything with a lot of swearing or a lot of violence. So Rambo's out.
Yeah, Rambo's definitely out.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
it's not as bad as, I mean, the previous Rambo that one's crazy violent. He killed like some 200 some plus guys.
Oh yeah, that last one.
Like, there's a part of me in the film, because he doesn't kill as many in this film, that like you would think that in this technology age that one of them would research him and he'd be known as the guy that slaughtered a whole like island of people. But no,
Right.
they're like, we shouldn't fuck with this guy. He killed so many people. Anyway, but no, that doesn't happen. So in my brain I was like, I wish that would happen, but
Yeah.
And still, The Last Dance on that last 2 episodes dropped yesterday. Episode 7 and 8. That documentary series. If you like basketball, it's so good. So. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'll have to check out that Rust City Restorers. It sounds like perfect TV I could watch with my daughter around.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always
Nice. Well, I do have one. I've been watching. It's called the series on Netflix called Dark Tourist. It's like about this journalist from New Zealand who goes to like these weird like travel touristy things, or like something you would not normally do. Like he went to Mexico and actually experienced a tour, like people coming from Mexico to America, like having people rob him and people holding like gunpoint, and taking his shit. And at the end, like I guess they have like a fake arrest from INS, like actually like grab him at Border Patrol, and it's like a whole thing. And
is this a documentary or is it like a dramatized?
It's a documentary actually. They one of the episodes he goes to Japan and actually goes to Fukushima.
It's like a series.
And like yes, it's on Netflix. I think there's right now just 1 season right now, but I don't know when the second season is dropping.
Weird.
But he goes like all these weird. Oh man, it's such a weird show. Like, like there's one like he just goes like Ecuador. He actually meets up with one of the hitmen for Pablo Escobar.
What?
And like yeah. I'm not making this up. It's called The Dark Tourist. It's on Netflix. If you want to see what this is about, it's actually like you can't stop watching once you start it. Although there's one episode I kind of just like, okay, I can't watch this.
Why was that?
So they go to the guy goes to Cambodia, and for like they literally, there's this part in Cambodia, they like tie up this cow, and people just tie him up and shoot them for fun.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no, I can't watch this. But he doesn't do it, luckily, because he's like, nope, I can't, nope.
Well,
no
they do
thanks.
that thing. I've never seen them shoot it. I've seen them like hack at him, like kill him.
Yeah, this one.
Because I think didn't Anthony Bourdain do something like that? I don't know.
I don't know, but this guy like they take him to this spot. They give him an AK-47, and this cow's like tied up in like a shooting range style type thing, and like he has the gun in his hand. He's like, no, I can't.
Times.
No. I was just like, oh, thank God he didn't do it. It gave me the heebie-jeebies thinking about that for a second, because that's just wrong in a lot of opinion. That's the only thing I'm like,
Well, he's the Dark Tourist.
Yeah, but that was just too far. But he did like I said, he went to Fukushima. He went to do a tour as like a immigrant trying to get over to America from Mexico, and he does like all these macabre things. Or this like, okay, this is interesting. But that was the only episode I saw that I was like, I no, skip past this part, please.
Cool. I'm probably not gonna watch this.
No,
Probably
it
not.
doesn't sound like something I can watch in front of my daughter.
No, unfortunately not. But it's like it doesn't show anything graphic or anything. It's just like the weird things they show. Like there's one part where they go to Texas and they do like a Kennedy tour, and one of the people dresses up as Jackie O and does a tour around Dallas. It's
Weird.
the tourist guy literally sounds like Dale Gribble in human form, like a normal person form, which is I found it fascinating. I'm like, okay, I can't really stop watching this, but like I said, at one part I was the cow. I'm like, no, skip past this part.
Cool. You guys drinking any good beer?
That
Ooh.
was going to be my next question. Coronavirus beer.
Well, I mean, I bought Ninja Dust Hazy for all the guys when they came and visited. I don't know if Aaron had his yet, but I know that Jared and Nick really enjoyed it.
I was gonna review it on my episode that I do. Actually,
Nice.
I was gonna,
Nice.
but I did pick up this stuff called Red Can Light Lager. It's a light lager, and it's actually
I tried the can of that. It was pretty good.
I agree. It was so good, and it's like a little. It's basically like drinking Coors Light because it's just.
Yeah, it made a nice change from pub beer actually. So.
Cool.
Oof. Yeah, it was It was good. I just grabbed it on a whim. I was like, well, I'm going fishing. I want something that doesn't like. Well, we were gonna go fishing, but we axed that day. But
Right.
it was. Yeah. It's great beer stuff.
You wanted some beer where you could drink 3 or 4 of them and not fall over.
Yeah, it's only 4%. You're completely like good after like a few, and it's so good. I recommend it for anybody who wants to have a good beer and not like feel like shit the next day. Because I didn't feel like shit at all after drinking that. It was good.
Cool. Any beer?
Good. I thought I dropped you for a second.
Anything?
Nothing that stands out recently. I tried the Deschutes. I got a 12-pack of their beers, and I'd forgotten how good Black Butte Porter is.
I haven't had that in a while either.
If you like a good porter, it's like it's tasty. It's just good, solid, and it was free IPAs, and it was like fresh squeezed. And then there was a hazy and another one, and they were all really good. And it was only $15 from Winco, so it's like.
What is their big one, like Mirror Pond?
Yeah, they have Mirror Pond Pale Ale, Obsidian Stout, Black Butte Porter, and they have the fresh squeezed, and then they have another one, don't they? The IPA.
Yeah, they have it's called Hand Up IPA. It used to be Obsidian Inversion, but it left, and then not left, but changed names again. And then they also had a Fresh Haze IPA, and then they have Little Squeezy and other ones like it. They even have a Low Cal Hazy IPA.
Nice.
They have they have weird ones, but meh.
Yeah.
I want to try out the other ones from them soon. She just kind of went away from me when they just didn't really come out with anything different for a while.
It's funny, like, because Jared and Nick were talking about, because Fat Tire, there's just those beers that after a while no one drinks, and then it's like you go back to it, and it's like, holy shit, this is a really good beer.
Yeah, and they kind of go out of production because you're like.
Well, no, I think they just go out of your mind, because like Fat Tire's always been around.
Yeah, they've been around forever. When I worked at Columbia, when they were distributing them, that's when I knew they were around. But it was just like you get to other things, and then you come back later, like, oh, I forgot about you. Why did I forget about you? Or how did I forget about you, for that matter?
Because Black Butte was huge for a while.
Oh yeah, I think that was like the first beer. I think that made them who they were. That or was Mirror Pond. I can't remember which, but they were one of the first microbreweries.
Very popular, yeah.
The first brewery to go to 100 million cases sold. If I remember right, the first microbrewery anyway. It was a big deal in the brewery world, I guess.
Well, gents, you have anything else you want to say for the good of the order?
No, wish Jared happy anniversary, and can't wait to see him next time, or hear
Cool.
from him
Yeah,
next time.
I hope.
See him.
I
Awesome.
just hope everybody's. I hope everybody's staying safe and
Wash your
washing their
thumbs.
hands and washing their butts and just, just hanging out as best they can. If they want to do what they want to do, they go do it carefully. And if they want to hang out and do nothing, listen to us instead.
All right, guys. Well, I'm Ian, and I want to thank Dave and Aaron for being on the show with me.
You're
Of course.
welcome.
And I don't know if
Absolutely.
you've noticed, but I've gotten tired of fucking doing the intro and opening and closing. So it's just gone. I've just been like, let's just do it
Well, that
easy.
was Aaron's job.
It was Aaron's
That's
job, but I also
alright.
just got tired of it.
I tried
the
to
sound
find
of
it,
it.
and I can't find it.
I just got kind of tired of it in general. Like, I don't know why do we say all this stuff. No one cares.
It's all good.
Anyway, we love you all. Be safe, like they said, and thanks you guys for joining me on the couch. And we should be back next week. So take care.
Take care and wash your hands, people.
Wild stallion.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, man.
so what do you need to drum?
Couch co-op.